Look, it's the Blue's Clues and You episode, Meet Josh. Wow, I love this episode. This is the first ever episode of Blue's Clues and You, and it premiered on November 11th, 2019. So now it's like 6 years since this show aired. And this episode has a new host named Josh Dela Cruz. Yeah, because it was Josh Dela Cruz's first time ever hosting Blue's Clues. And this episode is a remake version of the very first episode of Blue's Clues, Snack Time. And yes, it's an episode where Josh Dela Cruz and Blue are figuring out what Blue wants with her snack. And you know what? This was Josh Dela Cruz's first time ever playing Blue's Clues. So, he uses his notebook phone to call his cousins. Can you guess what I'm talking about? That's right, it's Steve Burns and Donovan Patton, sometimes known as Joe. Because now Steve Burns is currently working at the Blueprints Detective Agency, and Donovan Patton, sometimes known as Joe, is currently working at the Predator store. Josh Dela Cruz needs Steve Burns and Donovan Patton, sometimes known as Joe, to teach him how to play Blue's Clues. So in this episode, Josh Dela Cruz and Blue help Mrs. Salt and Miss Pepper put the food away. But they only put the grapes, which is shaped like a triangle. Because in the original episode Snack Time, Steve Burns and Blue help Mrs. Salt and Miss Pepper put the orange, which is shaped like a circle, the cheese, which is shaped like a square, the graham crackers, which is shaped like a rectangle, and the grapes, which is shaped like a triangle. And Josh Dela Cruz and Blue skidoo to the farm to help the chicks find their friends with their matching hats. And the three Blue's Clues to this episode are a cup, a straw, and a cow, just like in the original episode Snack Time. And the answer was milk. Blue wants milk with a snack. So yeah, Meet Josh is the very best first ever episode of Blue's Clues and You ever. And Josh Dela Cruz is the very best host of Blue's Clues and You ever. And I'm very happy that Steve Burns and Donovan Patton, sometimes known as Joe, came back in Blue's Clues and You.